Hey y'all, it's Martha here. Guess what? I finally caught up with my hashtag art journal 2024, and I was behind for 3 prompts. So I was behind on movies and cinema, yarn, and friends, and that will bring me up to date on week 37. So, let me take you, look at this big old thing. So big. And let me take you back here to my pages. Okay, this is the one I did last time for woodland animals. And so I almost always do a 2-page spread. I think the only one I did one was the introduction page. So, my towel is kind of sliding everywhere, but, okay, this is my movie page, and what I did, I printed out some things for a movie series that I really enjoy. It's called A Quiet Place. And then we have A Quiet Place 2, and then we have A Quiet Place Day 1. Now, Day 1 is my favorite, and I'll get to that in a minute. So I just printed these out, added a few tickets. There's another one somewhere here, just because it's a movie. And then I just did some stenciling around it so it wouldn't just look plain white. And I also went around the edges with some ink. So, the journaling says, I love science fiction and apocalypse movies, and these movies were very well made and intense, although I could have lived without the ugly aliens. So I just really enjoyed the story, though. It was fascinating how they survived in a quiet area. Now this one is my favorite, and let me read my favorite movie of this series. I was on pins and needles for the cat. I think the cat had more than 9 lives. He is so cute and was so expressive and trained so well, and he was called Frodo. He stole the show. Yeah, he was what made it so much fun for me. Just look at that cute face right there. That's adorable. That's at the end of the movie, but yeah, here he is. And he was just so cute, and every time I thought he was gone for sure, he'd pop up again. And he went through so many horrible things. I don't know how a cat would, I mean, you know, he really didn't do all that. But it was really interesting and very, very well made, I thought, anyway. So, and then my next week was yarn. And I could have sworn that I had some yarn magazines here, but I didn't. They were all quilting. So I went on Google and I printed a couple of bright colored pages with yarn on them, and I just used them as my background. And also on Google, I printed some black and white images because I thought they would look good. Now this one is upside down, but it looks better than doing the other page you'll see in a minute. Better than seeing it upside down. But anyway, after I glued all of my little black and white images, you know, we got the yarn and the scissors, we've got the crocheted or knitted sock, mitten, looks like a pot holder, and a hat. And then I just went through my yarn stash because I have crocheted and over the years off and on, but I do it so seldom. Every time I do it, I have to relearn it. So I had put down some black and yellow and teal and just glued them around And I thought it made an interesting composition. I need to put some more glue right there. And then my next page, I did a page early on about my friends and some of the activities that we had. And they, you know, several of them have passed, and then some of them have moved away. So I don't have a whole lot of contact with them anymore. But I have made some new friends, and I will, that was the next prompt. This is my meetup I had with Life with Patti, who is the host of this collab, and Mrs. Peach, Thrifty Living, who is Joyce, and her sister Barbara. This was our first meetup. It was January 27th of 2024 at Linda's Soda Bar and Grill. And then I've just listed their names. And then over here, we had another meetup, and this one was June 6, 2024 at the Olive Garden. And I didn't write it in here, but both of those places are in Yuba City where I live. And I just listed Joyce at Mrs. Peach Thrifty Living, me at Martha Makes Art, Patti at Life with Patti, Kim at Kim's Inspired Life, and then I ran out of room, so I put Carol at the Crinkled Path up here. And then I just, because I printed these out on white paper like I did with the movies, I wanted to make them more interesting, so I just put some pink ink around everywhere and added some pretty roses, because, you know, roses and friends go together, I think. And if you're going to have roses and flowers, you need some butterflies. So I punched out some little green glittery butterflies. So I really like how this turned out. So now I am caught up. Go through it one more. See, if I had have put this one right side up, this one would have been upside down. I always do that because I reinforced this edge. It was supposed to be here, so I may have to reinforce it again. So I enjoyed this and had fun doing it. And thank you so much for hosting. I don't think I said in the beginning, but it is #Artesian Journal, hosted by at Life with Patti 9531. So there we have it. I am caught up. Yay! It only took me about 2 hours. Okay. I'll be seeing y'all again soon. I can't wait to see what the next prompt is. Bye now.